What's up guys, I got a question from one of my subscribers, Craig Allen. Hi Gert, and this goes to all those who can help me. I've been watching this video and all other Frenzel EQ videos for countless of times and now without skipping ads. Very good. My big concern is I can't seem to create enough pressure to complete the equalization process when performing Frenzel. Okay, I have my doubts about this, but let's read on. I know I'm able to create a good seal using my vocal folds because I can keep my stomach sucked in. Okay, that's interesting. So keeping the vocal cords closed means that you are keeping your throat closed. So we're actually talking about the glottis. So in freediving we talk about the glottis, which is the space, the air space in between your vocal cords. So if you keep that closed, then the air that is available here in the oral cavity, nasal cavity for equalization cannot go back to the lungs anymore. So you have to keep this closed. So he's saying, okay, I'm keeping my vocal cords, my glottis closed. That's a good thing because I can keep my stomach sucked in. Now that's where he goes wrong. So the whole idea of Frenzel is that you do not use your stomach, you do not use your abdominal muscles, the abdominal region. You do this with Valsalva. Now Valsalva is another kind of equalization. Frenzel is actually, better, it's more advanced, you can go deeper with Frenzel, and all the muscles and body parts you're using in Frenzel are located above the glottis, so starting from the glottis and above. So everything that is beneath is motionless, and that's why I would say Frenzel is superior to Valsalva because it creates more relaxation. You can relax more because you don't use the muscles beneath the larynx, beneath the glottis here. What else can I do to fix this problem? By the way, I often hear a sound similar to a squeak. Now I know I shouldn't hear anything when doing Frenzel. Hope someone can help me, thanks in advance. This is very important that he mentioned this, a squeak sound. So how does this sound actually sound like? So I'm gonna do my best here, we're not underwater of course, so okay, here I go. So if you have heard this sound before, then you know something is wrong, right? So maybe you thought, okay, we're going to see a whale here. This is a whale sound. And then you realized you were alone there with your buddies, no fish around. So no, this is not an animal. This is you. What is going on? Well, when you Frenzel, you are getting air from your lungs towards the oral cavity, and you use this air to Frenzel, to bring air from here towards your eustachian tubes and to put the eardrum in a neutral position again. So the pressure from the water brings your eardrum inwards, and by bringing air from here through the eustachian tubes, you are putting that eardrum in a neutral position again. That is called equalization. Now, in order for this to happen, one thing has to be in place, and that is the soft palate. Now, the soft palate is the back of the roof of your mouth. It's behind the hard palate. If you put your thumb in your mouth here, in the front, you will feel it's hard. When you go more backwards, you will feel it becomes soft. That is the soft palate. Now the soft palate is the doorway for the air that comes from here towards your nose or your mouth. And depending on the position of the soft palate, you will bring air towards the nose or towards the mouth. So what is happening when you hear this squeak sound? So what is actually happening is that you have too much pressure here. You have so much pressure here that the air can only escape through the vocal cords again back into the lungs because your soft palate is closed. If your soft palate is closed, the air has no way to go into the eustachian tubes and equalize your ears. So you're like trying to bring the air from here towards the ears, but you can't, and you're increasing the pressure until your vocal cords can't hold it anymore. So they will open up a little bit. If they are closed, they're like this. If they're open, they're like this. If you push air towards your vocal cords by increasing the pressure in here, then eventually they will open up a little bit, and the air will escape through your vocal cords back into your lungs. That is where the squeak sound comes from. So instead of increasing the pressure, you have to decrease the pressure, relax more, and pay attention to the soft palate. So now that you know that Frenzel equalization is all about the position of your soft palate, then you can totally be mindful about this. So we have to bring the soft palate in the right position. What is the right position? Okay, soft palate can be open, it can be closed, and it can be in a neutral position. When it is closed, the soft palate is up, and then the air will go towards the oral cavity, towards your mouth. When it is open, the soft palate is down, and the air will go from your throat towards your nasal cavity, towards the nose. When it is in a neutral position, it is not up, it is not down, it is in the middle, and air can go both ways towards the nose and the mouth. So your soft palate has to be in a neutral position to be able to Frenzel equalize. How are we going to do this? Well, there are a couple of exercises we can do to create create awareness of the soft palate. I mean, there isn't any sport, as far as I know, that uses the soft palate, right? We are not used to controlling soft palate. We are not mindful about it. It's only when you start freediving that probably you hear about what is a soft palate. So start by inhaling and exhaling through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. When you do this, it doesn't matter how you breathe. When you breathe through your mouth, the soft palate is up. So that means it is closed. So when the soft palate is closed, the air goes towards your mouth. I'm breathing a bit more heavy so you can hear it and you can see it. So know that when you're breathing through the mouth, the soft palate is up, which is a closed position. Now breathe through your nose. In, out. Keep on breathing through your nose. In, out. In order for this to happen, the soft palate is down, it is open. So soft palate is here, which opens up the doorway for air to go towards your nose. Soft palate is down or open. Now, next exercise, alternate between nose and mouth. So you're going to inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the nose. And so on. There is only one way you can do this, and that is when you're switching positions of the soft palate. So probably at this stage as a beginner, if you can't Frenzel Equalize yet, you don't know how to deliberately control the position of the soft palate, but when you're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth and vice versa, you are doing it. You just don't know how to control it. So the more you do this exercise, you are creating awareness. So you should find a way to know what's going on and to eventually control changing position of the soft palate. Another exercise you can do is you take a big inhalation and then you're going to exhale slowly, and during that exhalation you're going to switch between mouth, nose, mouth, nose. So every time you're going to switch the soft palate, open, close, open, close. Here we go. So take a deep breath. Every time I switched the position of the soft palate. Another exercise you can try is just simply, well, moving the soft palate. Just try if you can do it, and it makes a sound like this. Okay, knowing all of this, if you relax, if you are totally confident, then most likely you won't even have to pay attention to this soft palate. Many people, including myself, learned how to Frenzel Equalize without even thinking about the soft palate. All this analysis about the soft palate comes in place when there is a problem. When there is a problem, you have to fix it. But if there is no problem, you don't even have to think about it. Now, if you become an instructor, then you have to know how it works and you have to find a way to explain it to your students. If you guys have any more tips for Craig on how he can fix his equalization issues, then please by all means let us know in the comments. That's it guys. Peace in every breath.